the national
sports analyst and
so the National Association of Black Journalists, I guess, just had their conference or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they just had their annual conference.
They just had their annual conference, right? So I guess they got this new segment. I don't know if they. I don't know. The thumbs down. So they decided to give Stephen A. Smith the thumbs down.
Thumbs down award,
the thumbs down award. So let's see what they say.
Political commentator. Smith has established a recurring public pattern of disparaging commentary directed at prominent black women across politics, sports, and media. Such commentary reinforces harmful narratives, undermines the fair and respectful representation of black women in public discourse, and stands in direct conflict with NABJ's long-standing commitment to accurate, responsible, and inclusive portrayals of black communities.
So, all right.
Can I answer? I just want one more time because I hate when people misunderstand.
No.
We're not talking about all. We're not talking about all. So stop that. Yes, some people did some stuff with it, but for the amount of people who got it, everybody ain't open up an online business. So let's
first of all, let me hold on. If you got the stimulus check and didn't have a business, you wasn't supposed to get the damn thing.
That part.
Oh, no, that's you're talking about the PPP. Everybody got a stimulus check. The stimulus check was different. Everybody who paid.
I ain't get it.
I ain't get no stimulus check
Because I made too much.
I made too much.
Exactly. I made too much to get a goddamn stimulus check.
Right. I ain't get shit.
Motherfuckers ain't give me nothing. And I pay more taxes than the people who got the goddamn stimulus check.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right,
the only thing I got was
so when we talk about this, I'm not even
some food stamps for my daughter because she was in school and she wasn't in school.
I ain't get no goddamn stimulus check. All right. So this is the response from Stephen A. Smith. Right? This is the epitome, I fucked it up. Christmas arriving early. The NABJ wants to call folks out. Fine. You had your turn. Now mine is coming. And make no mistake, I'm coming. Let's see who really deserves the thumb down award when it comes to the black community. After I say my piece, remember, NABJ, you asked for it. I've shut my mouth for years. Now y'all starting something. Now, last year, they featured him.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to the nitty gritty. And AJ, we had this conversation, and you know, I told you my opinion of the organization because when I reached out, they told me not to email again. And I reached out when we was being attacked by the Thomas administration for our journalism and telling the truth. And they sent me back an email, told me not to email them again.
Mm.
And I got it somewhere. I just got to find it. But I never spoke about it because,
and to be clear, they sent you a paid member,
right?
It's not just not because you're black media. We were actually paid member. We're still members of the New York black.
No, you are. I'm not. I'm not fucking with them, right?
But I'm just saying. But we stopped. I think we stopped our membership for the national because, again, like you said, they sent you the email as a paid member. I just want to make that distinction.
Right. So, you know, I'm biased in this with that organization because I don't feel them in the minute. But I really, and we can have the conversation. I've watched many of the shows, and I think I commented on one of the shows when they went at, and you watched it, AJ. I commented on the shows when they were going at. I did a whole show when they were going at Stephen A. Smith and one another podcaster went at him, and it's like, yo, like this was crazy, right? So he gets criticism. And they said he disrespected women. Now we had the conversation. You can say your piece. I mean, at this point, I've been accused of disrespecting women when I'm just asking questions and holding women in political positions of power accountable. When you're not going to throw that I'm disrespecting women because you are the mayor, you are the senator, you are this and that, and I am asking you questions. And I'm holding you accountable for your actions. I haven't been called a Republican because I put a foot in every time I can, and I'm honest about it, in Tish James behind, because I think she's the worst attorney general for Black people. I have a right to say that. I have lived experience with her. I have a right to say it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what that's for, but it's just going to cause more controversy. And for him to address it on his platform. To do what?
Mm-hmm.
To do what?
Mm-hmm.
To make white folks cheer? He's not doing it for white folks cheering. But I would say to the president of the National Association of Black Journalists, if you had a problem with Stephen A., did you meet with him?
So my thing is, like, we need to be honest, right? Stephen A. Smith built his career on having strong opinions. That's literally his job. Sometimes we love him for it, especially when he agrees with us. But here's where I think the conversation gets interesting, because where does criticism become a pattern that deserves accountability? Because I'm not saying that, Black women should be protected from criticism. We can be challenged. We can be wrong. We can have bad takes. That's part of being human, right? But the difference is between, like, challenging someone's argument and attacking somebody's character and dignity is two separate conversations, right? My concern is, why did they give him, like, what accountability for the thumbs down is there, right? Is this public shaming?
Exactly.
It's something they do this every year. Whoever they give I guess, like, their disapproval of, they do it every year. Yes, you can criticize and be respectful at the same time, and that's absolutely we need more of that, because criticism these days does not always in a respectful manner these days. So a couple of things. So they're the National Associates of Black Journalists. Stephen Screaming A. Smith hasn't been a Black journalist in a very long time. He's a sports analyst and he's a political commentator. Both which are paid for their opinions. Stephen A. Smith on ESPN hosts a show called First Take, which is a debate show, which is purposely created to debate and bring up everybody's opinion on the fact of the situation. Whether doesn't make either side right or wrong, but it's a debate type show. It is not a news program. Stephen A. Smith it's been years since he was in locker rooms going around when he was working for the Philadelphia, whatever the paper was down there, and he was a reporter. He hasn't been a reporter or a journalist in a very long time. He's elevated to a sports analyst, which you pay him for his opinion, and a political commentator, which is giving his commentary on politics. So to even hold him as a standard of a journalist, now he does have one of the bigger platforms for Black people. He does have a big platform, and he has the Stephen A. Smith show, and what was the other thing called that you watch, Damon?
Straight Shooter.
Straight Shooter. He has those things, and he actually owns it. I think he's a content creator. He actually owns his stuff, which is very important. But it's his opinion. He's not giving news, and opinions. Fortunately, like assholes, everybody has one. You know what I'm saying? He just gets paid to expel his. Does not make him right. Often, sometimes makes him wrong. I disagree with him often, but he's paid to give these opinions, and that's why he's getting paid. So he's not a journalist reporting the news at this point. Now he does in his commentary talk about news, and he often gives his opinion on what he felt the person should or should not have done, and telling people they shouldn't be saying these things or they shouldn't be doing these things. He's good for telling people what they shouldn't be doing, especially in sports. For somebody who's never dribbled the ball in his life or passed the ball in his life, he likes to tell athletes what they should be doing, but he gets paid for that. So these people are paying him for that. They're paying him for his opinion. I was a fan in the beginning, in the early ESPN days. I did like the fact that he said a lot of things that people wouldn't say. I actually liked his bravado. You know what I'm saying? I actually like that. Problem is when with a lot of people, you build these platforms, and the bigger you get, especially when you are getting a lot of clicks and ratings for the outlandish things you say, you're looking for more. You start getting bigger and bigger and saying more and more outlandish things. He has several times been fact checked on what he spoke on something he didn't know the whole story of or all the facts of, and he probably should not have spoken on those things, especially some of the things politically. But that's what you get. That's what today's sports media is, and now he's expanding his brand into politics and everything else. And as long as they keep giving him checks, he's going to keep doing it. I don't take many things that he say very seriously anymore. I refer to him as Screaming A. Smith because that's what he does all the time, scream at this point. Like he was a lot calmer in his demeanor and got the facts out there before, so I really don't have a lot of I really don't fuck with him like that. So that's just my opinion that is my opinion that y'all come here to watch and hear me talk about. So that's my opinion.
Yeah. Listen.
Well, I think this is growth for him, right? Because basically, I feel like we can love our people and still challenge them. Like, I feel like you have a platform, so just like politicians, how dare you get aggravated because somebody's calling you on your shit, and you always put your shit out there.
And you made a living calling everybody else on their shit.
Right. How?
Yeah, so you feel some kind of way, and I hear you feeling some kind of way. And I'm interested. I would be interested in finding out what it is that you're going to say and how far you're going to go. And as far as the whole, so the argument that I saw that was being made, as far as the black woman thing. So on several of occasions, he has come hard on black women, politics and sports and everything, but he didn't have that same energy for white men who came for him. Lastly, being Serena's husband. He had said some stuff about Serena, and Serena's husband came to the studio that day to be interviewed, and Stephen A. Smith did not show up that day in person. He was on the big screen. He was not there. You knew he was coming. And when dude challenged you, you were shucking and jiving and the whole nine and pleading and you didn't have that same energy when black people have challenged you. Then you've come out like, how dare you? I'm this, I'm that, this, that, and the other, and you come with the bravado and all of that. But you didn't have that for this white man and other white people that have challenged you. This is what I have seen. This is what I have seen, and the major complaint has been about Stephen A. Smith. You don't have that same energy for people like that, because Serena's husband can buy and sell you. You understand what I'm saying? He has that kind of money. So when somebody like that challenged you, you didn't have the same energy that you have for several female athletes and female actress or two and female politicians. You didn't have that same energy, and not just females. You've come at some brothers a certain way that you won't come at white people, and that's been the challenge. That's been the biggest critique of Stephen A. Smith lately. Like, you don't have that same energy with white people that you do with black people. Like you you know, and I'm like, yo, if you're gonna be unapologetically and you're gonna be that, one thing about Damon, he has the same energy, right or wrong, he has the same energy for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make him always right, and me and him don't always agree on everything, but his energy level, the same energy he had for Jamal Bowman, he got for George Latimer. For the same energy he has for a school board trustee, he got that same energy for Congress and for a senator. Like, you know what I'm saying? The head of a corporation, he has that same, and he maintains that same energy. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, and Stephen A. Smith does not do that. He's very selective in the energy he gives to black people, especially black women. So that's where that critique comes from. And Damon watched Straight Shooter. This is what I said to Damon. You watch Straight Shooter. I've seen the body of his work. The Stephen A. Smith show. I've seen the various shows and things that he's done on ESPN. The guest appearances on other shows. You know, the energy he has. So you know, that's just it. That's my 2 cents.
Well, listen.
He every now and then he will apologize when he's wrong. And he gave a lot of smoke to the Knicks. And after they had their podcast and he came on their show, he apologized for being wrong about the things he said about Jalen Brunson. Give him props to that. You see the hat I'm wearing. So I give him props to that. But he doesn't do that often.
No, I mean, look, from my experience, man, I never seen him being disrespectful to women that you would put it on in a video. Right? I've never seen that. So I mean, the whole thing with Soko's husband, you know, as a man, you have a right to do that. I ain't knocking on her husband for doing that. But to say that he has been disrespectful to women, I haven't seen it, to the point that has been like, he even, you know, you can't, how are you disrespectful when you talk about the girl's intelligent and she's great and she's beautiful, but her policies are weak? How is that disrespectful? I mean, because that's what he said. Even he had a whole show apologizing to Jasmine Crockett for something, to, as I said, he shouldn't apologize for. Because what he said was straight politics. Because what he said is what if you think about politics, how are you going to call the president a racist and all these names and think he's going to sign your bill? Come on, let's call it, and that's what the whole basis of the thing is. How are you going to do that? You're not going to get nothing done. And that's not her. That's just Democrats. How are you going to call this man all these types of names and think he's going to sign your bill? Because I know goddamn well, if I was in the White House and they call me all type of names, I'm not signing none of y'all's bill. You don't have to vote me. You got to wait till I leave to get that passed. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You got these black politicians talking about HR 40. It's been sitting for 37 years. You want to bring it up to Trump, the one that you're saying is the racist? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. You ain't bringing it up under Obama.
No.
You ain't bringing it up under Obama. Come on, man. Like
I'm talking about things.
No.
No.
I'm specifically talking about his criticism of the Democratic Party, his criticism of
I will say, let me interrupt you.
Jasmine Crockett.
I will say, recently he was pissed about something Trump did, and he did criticize him. So he's just not criticizing Democrats.
No, I'm not. That's not even my point.
No, but I was just saying, but for the record, though, he hasn't just criticized Democrats. He did criticize Trump. It was uncharacteristic, but he did say some stuff about Trump and disappointing and some stuff.
I mean, look, when we have to get out. Here's the biggest thing, and this is what I said, and this is what I told you over the phone, AJ. It appears to me that all these organizations, the NAACP, the Urban League, the National Association of Black Journalists, National Black Police Association, all these organizations, right? The National Association of Blacks, no, not them. National Association, they don't get involved in politics like that. But Noble, the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, we are under the understanding that the Democratic Party is the Black Party. Yes, he is, because he told me he was. In our last conversation. So the Democratic, it's like the Democratic Party is the Black Party. And they have to put the wagons around the Democratic Party to defend the Democratic Party, even when Black folks are asking questions. Like, we're not supposed to ask questions. We're just supposed to go vote blue no matter who.
Well, I was never for that. And I also called out those. I wrote the big article called "Not All Those Organizations That Had Al Sharpton blocking Black Westchester for 2 years" on Twitter. So, but it's going back to specifically Stephen A. Smith. The last thing I say is he has a history of being a flip flopper. Like, he'll say certain things and then he'll flop on it. And
because he's a media personality, he has to keep his views up.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't come with the smoke. You can't come with the smoke today and then come with a different and then reverse your opinion tomorrow.
He's a media person. You addressing him like he's writing articles.
No, I'm addressing him as somebody who's been watching him a lot longer than you have.
But you're not hearing me. He's a media personality. He has to make his money.
Clicks.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I did not say that, but I addressed that when I spoke about him.
Yeah.
Doing things to get more and more and more. I said all that. So
absolutely,
both things can be true. That is true, but he also is a flip flopper on position.
Right. But he's about getting paid. And if we put that and understand that, then that solves the whole problem. But if the National Association, if you premiered him as someone doing honorable work 1 year, and then now this year, you give him the thumbs down, I'm questioning what happened. Because he's not a because
what year was that? Let me look it up.
Well, you can do that. You actually can do that. Yo, how many people have we supported and they were not the people we thought they were, and we have gone after you can honor somebody 1 year and then not feel their position.
But his attitude on his podcast ain't changed. It was probably still doing it at that time.
I can't find where they honored him, so I'm looking.
Yeah, somebody had posted it.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I mean, but that's earlier. I'm still not finding
2026. Oh no, sorry, that's now. Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, like only thing you talk about when you put their names in is all the stuff now. Nothing is coming up about them honoring him previously.
But let me tell you, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be, only thing you're going to do is give him more views and give him another platform to address whatever. As he said, that it's like he was itching to say something. So, it is what it is. But as someone who's been there, I ain't no flip-flopper. But I do understand, if you're critical of Black women in power positions, you're easier to get labeled as someone who disrespects women.
I see the difference is, and I explained that too. You have the same energy for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
He does not. And that has been one of the biggest critiques of him. You know what I'm saying? His energy at Black women and sometimes Black people is not the same as his energy for white people. That's just point. That's one of the biggest critiques that I've heard about him for a while. You know what I'm saying? And from reputable people, that's been one of the. And I said the difference with, yes, you've been accused of that too, but you have the same energy for everybody. You don't have more energy against Black women or against any other group than you do everybody. You have that same energy for. So I mean, there's a difference. He's not like that. He's not you.
Everybody, I just feel everybody needs to be held accountable, and I hope somebody holds me accountable.
And that might be what they thought they were doing.
Yeah.
As an organization, they felt like he don't represent what he used to represent, and they might wonder.
Yeah, listen. I mean, look, whatever comes out, whatever comes after that is showtime.
Well, that's all it's going to be at this point.
Right.
But I will say something though, and this goes for everybody, and I've said this before. You got to be careful when you come after somebody that has a microphone or a pen. And unfortunately for our distractors, we have both. And he has a big platform. So if you're coming at somebody with a big platform.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Even if they're wrong, though, if you're coming at somebody with a big platform, expecting a backlash that you're going to get, because he has a big platform.
So I found something on National Association of Black Journalism Facebook page, August 1st, 2025. ESPN's First Take is coming to National Association of Black Journalism. Yep. Join Stephen A. Smith and special guest for a live taping of ESPN's First Take, open to all registers, attendees at the 2025.
That's not honoring him. Yeah.
Huh?
He's at their convention.
No, so he recorded a live show at their convention, and it's open to the public. He was a paying member. He was a paying member, and he did the show there. They didn't give him an award for honoring him for great.
Okay. But still, August 2025, he was still talking that shit.
Hold on, I found something for 2024. It's coming up now. Hold on, let me see what it is.
He was still this is just last year. Trump
but again, it was for 2 years. It was for the First Take show, and the comments that he making that he getting heat for are mostly for his personal.
No, I get that, but he
don't have nothing to do with First Take or sports. Yeah,
right. But he was still making those comments.
That means they're paying him, right? That means they were giving him some money, because here's 2024 with him speaking at their journalism convention again. It says Stephen A. Smith reflects on journey through sports journalism at the NABJ convention. That's 2024.
I can't speak personally on whether they pay their speakers. We're not going back to that conversation. Whether they pay all their speakers, whether the speakers get paid or not, or they speak, they are invited. I don't know whether I've never been invited to speak, so I don't know if they get paid. So,
let me address Rob. Rob. I just want to say this to Retro Rob. Retro Rob. Let me see. By separating yourself by color is calling yourself black. This black, this or white.
Like that.
Huh?
Calling yourself black this or white that.
Right. Well, what do you say to Jewish people that say they're Jews?
So
no. Let me.
I'm gonna answer that though. Yeah.
What do you say to Jewish people that say they're Jews? What do you say to Italian people that have Italian small little Italies all over the place? What do you say to Asian people that have little Chinatowns and all that? Do you say that's racism, or do you say that is being proud of your culture? So if that's the case, all the Jewish communities in New York State, and I live by one of the biggest ones up here in Orange County, where they got almost just as many Jews here as they have in Israel, which they say it. Is that racism? When they don't let nobody else in, Retro Rob, when they let nobody else in, you can't even live in the community. Is that racism?
So this is what it is. Only Black people that you have a problem with. Every ethnic group has a localized media, community media that speaks to them. There are Asian publications that speak only to Asian publications that may have Asian in the name. There are Italian publications that only have Italian in the name. There are Jewish publications that have Jewish in the name. The only group of people that y'all ever have this conversation for, Retro Rob, is Black people, because y'all have a problem when the word Black is in the title. This is not that. If you are not Black, let me be clear. We appreciate everyone who watches our show, who reads the newspaper and the website. But this was created for Black people to highlight Black issues and situations that the Black community was facing that were not being covered in mainstream media anywhere. And every group of people has this. And the only people that you ever question is Black people. And for all of those who say, well, if I was to make a white Westchester, I'd be racist. You don't have to, because most mainstream media is white.
Yeah.
So you never had to do that. So you have a problem with the identity that I have created something for my people to uplift and educate my people. Is that what you have a problem with, Bob? Because we talk about the issues that are important to our community, like every other group of people does, and you don't have a problem with none of those other groups of people, but you have a problem with the word Black. You know what? It costs you nothing to pay us no mind. You don't have to watch the show. You don't have to listen to it. It wasn't created for you. Now, understand, we appreciate everyone. We have a lot of white supporters who watch the show and have been supporters of the show since day one and supporter of Black Westchester. So this doesn't mean that we don't want white people to check us out. There's a lot of white people who appreciate what we do. But what I'm not going to have, we are unapologetically Black, and we're not going to stop being that because you don't like it. That means you just need to find something else to watch or something else to do. Point blank. So that's the end of it. You've been addressed. We are not going to bring it up no more. You can keep making comments though, because you can keep making comments and help our algorithm and bring a lot of attention to us. Keep with your comments, but we're not addressing you anymore.
Hold on, can I say I found something?
I wish I had a full screen for that too. I should have full screen myself.
So this is a little disrespectful though. They did this when he attended the Atlanta 2026 convention.
They did what?
They gave thumbs down while he was there?
If that's what it says.
If you're gonna do something, that's when you do it.
The 2022 is 2026.
No, I said the 2026 Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave him a thumbs down in his face while he was there. If you're gonna say something about somebody, say it to my face. That's what you're supposed to do.
That was disrespectful.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That was real disrespectful.
Really?
I mean, if you're gonna do it, that's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have to hear about it later. If you're gonna do it,
hey, listen. I guess do you want a war? You get a war. Because he's gonna listen, he's gonna clap back.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna clap back, and I don't know any journalist that's gonna represent the National Association of Black Journalists that's gonna clap back after he clapped back. Even that even has the platform.
But 3 years of working with them, I'm sure he got some. He got some
shit. That's why he said what he said.
He started out as a Black journalist with the Philadelphia, whatever. He's probably been a member forever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Member,
he got. Let me tell you something. He got some shit, and he's going to air his laundry. He's going to air the dirty laundry out. But it is what it is. If you started it, just be prepared. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you just be prepared.
Mm.
If you start a fight, you got to expect to get hit back.
Yeah. And sometimes they never think about getting hit back. We used to talk about that with the city council and Richie. They would never think to get hit back.
They sucker punch Richie one time, Arnez, whatever the issue was. They sucker punched him. He didn't see it coming. They probably dazed him and maybe even knocked him down. He got back up and he hit. And it was like, oh shit, he hit us back. And it was like, and they would not continue to fight. They complained that he was hitting back. Yes.
How you play a victim and you hit first?
We highly documented this, so I'm not even going to trash the people's names and everything no more. Because I've already done that, and it's on Black Westchester. We've already done that. But yeah, and even Reggie Lafayette told him, yo, you don't start a fight that you're not willing to see through. Like, you don't start a fight that you're not willing. Like, yo, if I start a fight with you, I'm ready for the smoke. I'm ready for everything that comes with it. I'm ready for whatever comes with it. I know I want you to come back because I got stuff for you. Like, I'm ready.
Back to another Blacktastic episode of the People Before Politics show, Sunday Rundown, powered by Black Westchester Magazine. I'm your host, Damon K. Jones, joined by my brother, A.J. Woodson, and bringing that fresh perspective, Larnaz Kinsey. Every Sunday, we pull back the curtain on the issues shaping our families, our cities, and our future, from health and safety to policy and power. It's because our mission is simple. Put the people first, not the politics. It's going to be Blacktastic. Are you ready to put your brand in front of the people who matter? Black Westchester Magazine is your platform. With over 90,000 monthly website readers and more than 250,000 YouTube viewers every month, we give your business unmatched exposure. From email blasts straight to our subscribers, to video commercials, website promotions, and targeted campaigns, we've got the tools to help you connect, engage, and grow. Whether you're a local business, a national brand, a rising entrepreneur, or just promoting an upcoming event, Black Westchester is where culture, community, and commerce meet. Contact us today or scan the QR code and start building with us. Don't just advertise, be part of the movement, be part of Black Westchester, be Blacktastic. Got a sweet tooth? Come to Cupcake Cutie Boutique in Mount Vernon, where every day is a reason to celebrate. Fresh homemade cupcakes baked with love. Stop by 8 South 6th Avenue and taste the cuteness today. Black Westchester's New Spring 2026 e-paper is now available, featuring the life and legacy of Bob Law, breaking news, and stories that matter to our community. Read it now at blackwestchester.com.